So yet another successful conference in 2 consecutive years. Were your expectations met?
They actually were, and we thank God that it went very well. We were able to pull off a great event and get the conversation going at a continental level on how we must prepare Africa for the 4th Industrial Revolution. So I'm glad, and we met our expectations.
Great. What motivates you to put together such awesome events like this?
You know, it's actually interesting what we're just talking about. The forefathers that we had on the continent. We're just joking right now about Kwame Rugunda and the rest. I mean, it is clear that each generation has its responsibility to do certain things. And we have seen theirs, the generation of the Nkrumahs that we keep talking about. Now there's a generation of the elders that are there, both in business and in politics and so on. And now there's another younger generation. Now each generation must be fully aware of the times in which it is living.
Exactly.
And make sure to leverage the network, the resources, the intelligence, the exposure, the various assets that it has within its disposal to make its contribution. And so that is the conviction that we carry. And that is what we are striving to do.
Interesting. What should you expect next year?
Next year?
Yeah.
Next year it will actually even be more, it will both be bigger but also more impactful. That's ultimately what we must achieve. We can't just have events that are great opportunities to see old friends and get together and hug and enrich ourselves with knowledge. That's good, yes. But beyond the event, that's what really matters. And so for next year, we are already planning the Africa 4.0 Summit. And so at the conference that we just had, we launched the Africa 4.0 initiative, which is going to be the umbrella body that is going to tie together a series of partners in the public, private, and development sector. And with these partners under the Africa 4.0 initiative, we will be organizing the Africa 4.0 Summit.
Beautiful.
As one of a series of projects. Others will include an Africa 4.0 index, where we're looking at the continent, where each country is, ultimately to make sure that our nations, our systems are prepared for the 4th Industrial Revolution.
Wow. This year's conference seems more interesting, looking at how we had the Prime Minister standing up for blockchain technologies and all the technologies you need in the 4th Industrial Revolution. And then we have the
President of Sierra Leone.
Yeah, the President of Sierra Leone actually coming here and also revealing how he's using the technology in his own country. Do you envisage a time that these leaders will lead us to the doors of all African leaders to actually embrace these technologies?
What you've raised is a good point, because that is actually the commitment that was made by the President of Sierra Leone yesterday. He said, we as leaders are going to take this to our fellow leaders at the African Union. That was so significant, because there's a level where we can't access, But the fact that a leader who is a keynote speaker at our event is so impressed and says, you know what, let me take this to a level where these people cannot access, and we give them support at a continental level. Now that is priceless.
Kwame, you are a priceless gem to our continent. May God bless you and keep doing what you are doing. Thanks for talking to us.
Thank you. I appreciate it.